Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'm the host of this channel. Today we're going to talk about a girl whose own sister stole her man a few years ago. She showed up at her sister's Jubilee party and revealed a truth that no one saw coming. What exactly happened? You'll find out in this episode. While you listen, you can enjoy a selection of nature footage. Enjoy the show. The story will be told from the perspective of the main female character. I will always remember the evening my sister took the man meant for me. People kept telling me to stay silent and pretend I wasn't hurt. They treated my deep sorrow like some minor childish error. It was definitely not a small thing. That moment shattered my life completely. I discovered that family hurts you worse than any stranger can. My name is Tatum Halls. This account details how that old injury remained open until I showed up at her anniversary party. When people meet me, they see a composed woman living a stable life. They miss the painful mark still lingering just below the surface. That scar has been inside me for 20 years. It was branded there the night my love turned into deep embarrassment. Years ago, I truly thought Ethan and I would last forever. I trusted all the things we promised under dormitory lights. We wrote our future plans down in stained notebooks, but forever ended fast. My sister Scarlett slid right into my place. She paraded his affection as a prize she had won. The worst part was not their deceit, but the quiet aftermath. My father refused to look at me. My mother issued a harsh demand. She told me to accept my sister's happiness. She said my sister deserved it more than I did. My mother's words hurt far more than the original betrayal. Losing Ethan was hard. Being deleted from my family's history was worse. They treated my misery like minor jealousy. So, I moved away. I took my broken heart to a new city. I started rebuilding my life slowly, one day at a time. Through the following years, I created a different existence. It was based on strength, not on empty dreams. With James, I found stability and truth. Our house smelled like home-cooked meals. We often heard the sound of turning book pages, and our son, Noah, laughing. This life felt safe enough to keep the past locked up. Still, when an old song came on the car radio, that wound would suddenly ache. It felt fresh and painful. This proved some pain never goes away. It only hides. I returned home from my job one May afternoon. A thick cream envelope was sitting on the kitchen counter. The fancy print caught the light. The names written there in bold print stopped my breath. Scarlett and Ethan. My hands shook when I opened the card. It was an invitation. They were celebrating 15 years of marriage. They wanted everyone to see their love. My stomach seized up. They were still together after all this time. They were still enjoying the life they stole from me. Now, they expected me to attend and clap for them. James saw me squeezing the invitation. The edges were beginning to crease.
His voice was calm.
He said I owed them nothing at all. He added that if I chose to attend, I should only do it for myself, never for them. His suggestion landed heavily on me. I didn't know if I had the strength for it. The phone rang that night. My mother's demanding voice took over the call. She insisted I must attend. She said the entire family would be there. Don't cause any problems, she warned me. Her tone immediately brought back the old crushing atmosphere. That was when they dismissed my pain as a minor nuisance. I realized instantly that nothing had truly changed. After so many years, my sister was still center stage. I was still supposed to step aside. That mailing was not just a party invitation. It was a tool that forced open a door to a history I had worked hard to seal off. For days, the invitation felt like a physical weight on my chest. I teach English.
I was reading poetry out loud.
One day, a student raised their hand during class. They asked, "Does the past always catch up to us?" That comment hit me hard. I realized running away had never solved anything. It just postponed the inevitable moment of truth. Later that evening, James held my hand across the sofa. His steady look calmed me down. He promised to stand right next to me if I went. We weren't going there to beg for their approval. We were going to demonstrate that I had moved past that dark period. Suddenly, the tension left my body. I agreed immediately. I knew I had to go inside that ballroom. Just before turning off my bedside lamp, my phone vibrated. It was a text from an unknown number, someone I hadn't heard from in years. The message read, "I heard you are returning. Ethan is actually miserable, but Scarlett hides it well." I sat in the darkness, staring at the screen. My heart raced with fear and growing interest. Maybe their perfect image was not so secure. Perhaps I would finally see the problems I suspected were hidden. The huge hotel in downtown Savannah was lit up brightly. Chandeliers made the white roses and crystal decorations gleam. James lightly touched my lower back as we walked in. People started whispering immediately. "Is that Tate? The woman Ethan dumped years ago?" Hearing that made my chest constrict. I inhaled slowly, trying to handle all the starring. Then my sister appeared. She was dazzling in a bright red dress. A large diamond necklace looked like protection around her neck. She pulled her husband close. She smirked at me, displaying him like a trophy she still owned. He only gave me a quick formal nod.
He would not look me in the eye.
The formal evening started with toasts and fragile laughter. I drank my wine. I listened to the sound of manufactured happiness. The unexpected moment arrived next. My sister introduced her family with great flair. Her 13-year-old daughter, Chloe, spoke up loudly. "Mom, why does Dad mention Aunt Tate every time you two argue?" The entire room went still. Her husband's face turned bright red. My sister made a fake laugh that sounded terrible. I became completely stiff. People started murmuring. Curiosity spread quickly. The air became thick and heavy. I knew right then this evening would not end simply with toasts and clapping. The celebration dragged on, though the awkward atmosphere remained heavy. My sister grabbed the microphone. Her tone was overly sweet, but her words were malicious. She spoke about how some thought they knew their future with Ethan, but destiny had clearly chosen a different path. A few guests chuckled, and their laughter was cold. My face felt hot, but my husband's hand rested heavily on my shoulder, keeping me grounded. Then a man near me whispered something. He was an old acquaintance of my ex. He moved closer and asked if I knew the truth. He confirmed that my sister and Ethan were together before the breakup. My heart hammered. My long-held suspicion instantly became a confirmed fact. It was proven by an eyewitness, not just gossip. Scarlett showed off her bright diamond ring. She bragged about 15 years of strong devotion. Meanwhile, Ethan looked down, unable to meet anyone's gaze.